show presented by the Montana Kaimin and ESPN Montana. Today we'll look at the matchup between the hometown Montana Grizzlies and the visiting Utah Utes out of Salt Lake City. I guess to get started, I guess everybody should introduce themselves.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and start first. My name is Logan Yantis. I'm a junior student here at the University of Montana. I am currently pursuing a journalism degree. I also work at the Montana Kaimin. I've played hockey for 12 years, so I have some knowledge, I would say, and I'm super excited to get this going.
Absolutely. My name is Clayton Byrne. I am a junior at the University of Montana, also a journalism major. I have never played hockey in my entire life. I love sports. I'd like to think I know a little bit of puck, but I guess we're going to find out. Right?
Yeah.
My name is Tyler Spray. I am from Longmont, Colorado. I am a freshman here at University of Montana studying communications and journalism. I know a bit of hockey or two. Big Avs fan. Watch all sports, and so I got some sports knowledge that I can hopefully provide for you guys.
All right, awesome. Hey guys, my name is Martha McBride. I'm a freshman here at University of Montana. My major is communications. I'm super into lacrosse, super into a bunch of sports. Hopefully I can use that knowledge to get me going on this nice broadcast going on here. So, yeah.
Yeah, my name is Weston Fudge. I'm a junior here at the University of Montana. Journalism major as well. Also work at the Montana Kaimin, and I played hockey for about 17 years, fairly competitively. So, yeah, excited to get this thing going.
All right, should we maybe get down to the breakdown of how the Grizzlies have done so far this season?
Do it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this season, the Montana Griz started out with a loss to Colorado and a 3-5, so that was pretty unfortunate. The next day, they came back with a win against Denver, against 5-4, and then another win against MSU, and then one last loss versus Utah State and Helena yesterday. Today, the Utes have a 2-3 overall, with coming off a loss to Montana State, and they have 24 goals in 5 games so far. So they're coming in hot.
High-powered offense.
Yeah, high-powered offense.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah, and then hopefully we'll see like Goralnik out there, Niebauer. He had 3 assists past 3-4 games. So I think. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so it seems like a lot of the firepower is spread fairly evenly. There's 3 other players that have 3 points so far throughout the season. So I'm hoping the whole team can contribute today.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Anything you want to?
Yeah, I was just going to talk about the starting lineup that the Grizzlies will have for line 1. Captains is Teague Wagner. Starting goaltender for us is Nash Wilson. Defensive crew on line 1 is Alex Neubauer and Mac McLean. Forwards are going to be Max Tola, Ben Creamers, and Will Pancras.
Yeah, the Griz have kind of a tough hole to fill this year. We lost our all-time leading point scorer in the history of Montana hockey last year. He graduated. So offensively, Utah's got 22 goals in 5 games. Griz has got to stay away from the penalties, I think. Been a little sloppy as of late. So I think staying out of the penalty box, keeping Utah off the power play are going to be the big keys to the game. What do you guys think? How do the Griz walk away with the win here?
I think having Etan Goralnik back, who was unavailable last night for Utah State. He had school issues that he had to deal with. Last time he stepped on the ice, he scored the game winner against Colorado in the Colorado trip against DU. So I think having him on the ice will help the Griz out a lot in this game and give them some offensive power for them to take down the Utes.
Oh, yeah, completely agree with that. I think they totally have a comeback. I think they could totally dominate this game if they really wanted to.
Yeah, for sure. They also got the home ice advantage, first time this season, home opener. Hopefully the crowd's, supporting the team.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Oh, yeah. It always sucks getting off that bus after, 5 hours cramped with all your teammates, and then you have to go, play your heart out on that ice.
Oh, yeah.
And try not to get a cramp.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough.
Yeah. It's a good thing for the Utes today, though.
Yeah, good thing for the Utes.
I was talking to our Griz play-by-play announcer, Jeff Safford, earlier, and he was telling me our player to watch for the game should be Alex Nebar. He's a Missoula native, junior defenseman. I believe he leads the team in assists so far this year.
3 assists.
So
It's awesome.
If we want to come home with a win against Utah, who this is their D2 program, I believe, or League 2 program. So Utah has 2 hockey programs. We're facing the second program, which is the same level as us. So if you've got enough guys to field 2 hockey programs, you're probably doing pretty good. So I think it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, I agree. Probably be very evenly matched, but I'm excited to see what they got.
Yeah, it being a home game as well, hopefully the Griz will come out physically, set the tone. That's always a big thing with home games is, you got to get the crowd going, got to get them on your side to support you. So I think we'll probably see a lot of hits, a lot of fights tonight.
Oh, yeah.
They have a lot of support going on. They have like a little halftime show going on with some figure skaters coming out. They're going to be throwing some stuff in the crowd, getting them riled up. I think they're going to be coming in like periodically throughout the game, I'm not going to lie. And that'll be awesome. I think that's the first time that this is going on. So it's a brand new program. I think it'll be cool to see.
Yeah, not to mention Hawktober, which is happening right now, which has a lot of events happening here at the fairgrounds where we're having this game today. And along with that, Monty and the Griz Marching Band are going to be here too. So there's a lot of support coming from home today. So I hope the Griz can really show the youth whose home this is.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of fans starting to file in here at Glacier Ice Rink here in Missoula. I think it'll be a great game. Fans are going to provide the energy they need, the spark, for the first home game of the season, and I think it will hopefully go as good as we think it will, and fans are going to power their way through.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys don't mind, I have a question for our 2 resident hockey players here. First home game of the year, what kind of advantage do you feel on home ice in a competitive hockey game? Is it something that you guys can personally attest to it being? Do you get a boost from it in morale? Do you feel a little bit more juiced up, especially for the Griz? They just played 4 away games, coming off a long bus ride. They were in Helena last night. What do you guys think about home ice advantage? How much does that play into it?
You want me to take this first?
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah, I'll say from experience, I never look forward to those bus rides. I mean, sometimes they're just brutal, and it really can affect your game sometimes if you don't take into account like what's going on. I will say, playing at home, it gives you a drive. Like you want to show up. These are your fans. They came here to see you. Why would you ever play half of your potential if you could just go full potential? So I always think it was a motivation and a boost to my drive whenever I played at home because I knew people that I knew actually were watching me. And so I think that's a big motivator for players.
Yeah, I kind of got the same thing to say. Just being able to get up a lot later, don't have to wake up and hit the road. Just being able to show up late from your house, sleeping in your own bed. And then also getting there, people are in the stands, which could be kind of nerve-wracking a little bit, friends, girlfriends, boyfriends maybe, all there cheering you on. And then anything you do, you'll be hearing about it the next day.
And Utes are coming off a fresh 7-hour-and-a-half drive from Salt Lake City, so hopefully there's some fatigue in that.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we riff on pregame meals a little bit?
Oh.
Have we all here played some sort of athletic situation?
Yeah.
We all athletes at one time?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So I know pregame, when I was playing high school football, wasn't good enough to play past that, but I took it very seriously. I didn't want to eat much. I was mostly like PB&J guy, maybe like double Uncrustable situation.
That's valid.
What is your guys' go-to pregame meals before you're getting ready to go out there and shove some dudes around?
I don't know. I always like to keep it simple. I'd usually just have like a turkey sandwich and maybe like some unsweet tea. It's very bland, but I never had a problem with it in my stomach when I was playing. I know from experience that running around on the ice out there can get your tummy upset really quick if you weren't careful about it. And I think simple is best in this term. Just pure protein and just a non-unsweetened like drink.
No pad thai.
No pad thai.
I'm gonna have to back you up on that one.
Yeah, for me, I put basketball and football. I didn't know pregame meal. I was sometimes threw up.
Empty stomach.
Empty stomach. Yeah, I can't do any of that. So no good pregame meal. Maybe a Gatorade here and there. So that did the job for me.
All right. Me personally, I'd go with some fruit. It's good carbs, good sugars. It's light on the stomach. Don't eat too much. Yeah, something light like that. Maybe like a sandwich with protein. I'd like to get some, a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbs, sugar. Nothing too much. I can't work with a full stomach.
Yeah,
But,
you don't want a plate of spaghetti going out there.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know.
I've had those games. I've had those games where I eat a little bit too much, and I'm just like, God, I gotta get this out of my system before I start doing whatever I'm doing. But yeah, just a little something to get me going. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably not the best role model for this. Before a hockey game, I'd always have a whole frozen pizza.
Okay.
It never bothered me. I don't know what it was, but just filled me up, got me through the game. Maybe afterwards I felt a little ill, but not during the game.
Yeah,
no,
it kind
I
of
agree
just
with
depends
Mark.
on the person you are if you get like an upset stomach from that. Like I know a lot of athletes do, a lot of athletes don't. I think it's just kind of depends on who you are. Like I had teammates who would like carb load, and so they'd
God.
have like beef stroganoff and stuff before games, and I'd look
Ooh.
at them so confused. Like how is that not just like exploding in your stomach? Like I would feel
yeah.
bloated. I don't know
I'd be
about you
cramping
guys.
up. I feel
Yeah.
like once you start running and doing stuff, your stomach just cramps. If anything, it starts hurting.
Especially heavy dairy like milkshakes and stuff.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
teammates would be pounding those. It's like, oh,
It's a
Oh,
recipe
no,
for
no.
disaster. Right
Yeah.
there.
Milkshake before the game is a pretty wild move.
Pretty
Yeah.
bad.
I wouldn't put it past a hockey guy, though. I'll give you that. You guys are tough as nails.
I mean, I love a good milkshake after a game, but before is a little psychotic in my opinion.
Completely agree. After the game,
Yeah.
anything goes. No
Yeah.
holds bar.
that's game.
Before the game, maybe not so much.
Yeah. You guys have any like preferred post-game meals?
Post game.
I like to get hydrated after.
Hydrated?
I agree
Yeah.
with you more.
Various sports drinks and things like that,
I agree.
depending upon what's available at the time,
Yep.
depending upon how old I was when I was, finishing my athletic feat, I would
Yeah.
maybe choose other things. But yeah, post game, something bad, something that's gonna make me feel bad about it tomorrow. 'Cause you work so hard, you go out and you play. If you're going for a long run, afterwards, calories don't really count. You can
Yeah.
do whatever you want. So after the game, anything goes.
Yeah.
Being a California guy myself, In-N-Out was probably a big go-to for me. Some people say it's overrated. I think it's the best fast food burger in the world, but that's a conversation for another day.
Yep.
For games, I always went to like Dairy Queen after, get a little ice cream in. Little post game, probably not the best thing to do, but always did it every game.
Oh yeah. I'd go with my team actually. A little post game win. A little treat that we earned ourselves. Honestly, I'd eat whatever my mom gave me. Whatever's for dinner, I'm chowing down. I know I'm gonna be hungry AF after those games. So yeah.
Yeah, for me personally, I always go to Booster Juice if it's available. Like whenever we're in BC, Booster Juice, go to, always.
Yeah, so back in Kalispell, we had this restaurant across the street from our old ice rink, the Tap House, and they made this thing called poutine. I don't know if you know what that is. Yeah, it's a basket of fries with cheese curds, and it's smothered in gravy. It's just as bad for you as it sounds, but man, did that hit the spot after a game. It just warmed you right to your bones.
Cool. In
I bet, dude.
Richland, Washington, there's a place called Poutine A, and it's just all poutine, and they have like 20 different kinds of poutine there. And whenever we play in Richland, always got to go there. Makes
You
you,
know
feel
what?
sick, but
I wish I had that place in Kalispell. I really do. That sounds phenomenal.
it is definitely worth it.
Right here, right now.
Right here, right
Yeah, it's chilly
Yeah.
out here, folks. I mean,
now.
these suits aren't super thick, and it's getting
Yeah.
cold.
I'm gonna be honest, yeah. We're just doing some jumping jacks out here.
We're seeing the marching band walk in right now for Hocktober as we speak, so maybe you'll see that later
Oh
if
yeah.
you show up.
Oh yeah.
If you show up, also limited edition beer steins too. October.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
that's
beer
gonna
steins
be
were
awesome.
sweet. I've seen
Oh,
people
yeah.
walking by with them. Wish I could get one for myself, but
Yeah.
who
Not
knows?
here.
Maybe when we wrap this thing up, get a little complimentary stein. It's not complimentary,
No.
but commemorative stein.
Yeah.
That was the word I was looking
Commemorative,
for.
yeah.
The C words are
Some Oktoberfest, some what is this?
maybe
German
shifting.
Fest.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Shifting back to hockey, maybe just a little bit. As much as I love talking food, should we throw our allegiances out on the table as far as professional teams go? First episode, inaugural episode of the Griz hockey pregame show, game day show.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Kaimin,
Alright.
ESPN
Start us off.
Montana.
Start us off.
I'll keep it short and sweet. I'm a Kings fan. I'm from Los Angeles. Anze Kopitar just retired 3 weeks ago, I think. Legend of the game. Love Kings games. I think hockey games are probably my favorite environment in professional sports. And I say that reluctantly as a football guy. Hockey games blow any other atmosphere out of the water, in my opinion.
Yeah, so I actually played hockey in 2 places growing up, Kalispell and St. Louis. I played in St. Louis a lot longer than I did in Kalispell. So my team, it's truly the Blues. I grew up training with players like Bruce Racine and seeing the Canucks out there in the city. So yeah, I mean, Blues till I die. They're the way to go for me. I mean, they may have their ups and downs, but I'm always going to be cheering for them.
I'm an Avalanche fan. Like I mentioned, I'm from Colorado. I was in Tampa Bay actually when they won the Stanley Cup in '22. Saw them lift the cup or the cup on ice, which was really cool. Big Cale Makar fan. Goalies have been a struggle for us the past years, but I think we'll figure it out this year.
Awesome. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too big into hockey. Never really grew up watching it. I played it for a little bit as a youngin'. But, I guess I'm a Rangers fan. I'm from New York, so I'm going to have to hop on that train. I'm just going to be honest. I don't watch it too much. But what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I hate the Rangers.
Okay.
As a New Jersey Devils fan. I grew up in upstate New York, which, seems like it'd make me a Rangers fan, but we lived close to Albany, which at the time was the AHL team for the New Jersey Devils, the Albany Devils.
Okay.
They moved up north since then, but our youth hockey team was had a lot of stuff going on with the Albany Devils, so we practiced with them, we had dinners with them. It was really sick, and so now those players, got called up to the NHL and are now playing on the Devils. So it feels like I know a lot of the people on the team.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
All right.
I'll talk a little bit about the place behind us, Glacier Ice Rink, how it came about. We're here at the the Missoula County Fairgrounds. The Glacier Ice Rink was an old barn, and it opened in November 27, 1997. Like I mentioned, at the Missoula County Fairgrounds, they actually take the ice out and use it for concerts and stuff like that when hockey season is not in season.
That's awesome.
Every season is hockey season, though.
Yeah, I'd also like to mention that the Missoula County Fairgrounds was also the place of the Missoula Zoo Fest this summer, where Hozier played.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
know that.
Missoula's starting to make a little bit of a name for itself with these fairgrounds,
That's
too.
kind of cool.
I was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You a
And
Hozier
then,
fan?
oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah?
mean, his melodies are superb.
They are.
And then, I don't know if you guys know this, but you know him, I think it's Richie Mitch and the Coal Miners.
I think I've
They
heard
have a
of
song
it.
called Lake Missoula.
Yep.
It's pretty
yes.
popular around here. They also played
think I
here
know.
at the Zoo Fest.
Oh,
So, yeah, it's really cool to see this place kind of growing in front of my eyes as
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to
That's
school
cool.
here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but
Do you guys want to touch on some of the other sports?
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Recently?
Yeah, volleyball.
Volleyball.
Lost last night.
Heartbreaking
We're
loss
gonna
Unfortunate.
lose the
Yeah.
streak.
Northern
This-
Colorado.
to Northern Colorado, 3-1.
Oh man,
10-game winning streak.
Yeah.
10 game
Yeah.
for all sports this season.
Wow. And then playing Northern Arizona tomorrow, too.
All right.
So.
let's
Is that a
see how
home
it
game?
goes.
I think so.
Okay.
Tomorrow or Sunday.
All right.
I think they're going to get it back in blood.
I think
Yeah,
I
they're gonna be
hopefully.
fired
I
up.
agree with you.
I know I would be.
Probably.
Yeah.
Coming
I'd
off
be
a 10-game
fuming
winning streak.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd be livid.
I'd be
Yeah.
like fuming.
Yeah,
actually.
Griz volleyball, probably the hottest team on campus right now.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
right behind or right next to football.
Mhm.
4-0, last undefeated team left in the Big Sky Conference,
Yep.
coming off the win, retained the Little Brown Stein against our little brother Vandals. They didn't stand a chance in those
No.
banana uniforms.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Wow.
jeez.
I don't know what they were
dude.
wearing.
Gonna
Disgusting.
show up
But yeah,
wearing that.
those were ugly.
shocking.
Those were so ugly.
It was shocking.
I was
Yeah.
just like,
To each their
Oh.
own.
Yeah.
To each their own, I
Yeah.
suppose. But yeah, they're going to be in Pocatello tomorrow night, taking on Idaho State at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
all
Idaho
right.
State recently went viral for beating up on some lower division team, beat them 92-3 or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was rough.
ESPN Plus if you want to tune in. ESPN Plus.
But Griz soccer, 7-3-2 record right now.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, and then they just tied against Eastern Washington, 1-1.
Okay.
Sunday they're playing University of Idaho.
Mhm.
Should be a good game.
That'd That'd be awesome.
What do you guys think about ties?
Ties?
Not the ones you guys are wearing, but in
in
sports.
sports.
Ending the
Oh.
game with the same score as your opponent.
Oh,
I'll start with it. Watching the Sunday night football game, Packers and Cowboys, brutal. Packers were up, Cowboys came back. Was not a good end to the game. Ended, I think, 40-40, 37-37. Went into overtime. No one could get the win. I don't think there's a good thing about ties. I think there needs to be a winner. I think there needs to be a loser. I think there needs to be happy. I think there needs to be sad. I think that there should be no ties. Ties are not a good thing for sports. I think baseball doesn't do ties, that you can go to 17 innings if you need to. Ties are just not a good thing, and I think they need to be away from sports.
all right.
Yeah, I'd say as a lifelong hockey fan myself, I also think ties are an abomination, you know. Go to that 25th shootout, you know, go to that 7th overtime if you have to. Just don't end it in a tie.
Yeah, no. I think ties also, they just bring out the worst in people, you know. You start, like, getting all nervous. You start making more mistakes. And it's just like, oh, we lost, but at what cost, you know? Like, you could be way better than one team, but, man, yeah, ties are just totally, I agree with you guys.
And see, I'm going to push back on that a little bit. I actually think ties make a little bit more sense in hockey than other sports like football. I agree they should not be in football, but for hockey, I think there's a little bit of different circumstances because you rent the ice time out for a certain amount of time, and then someone else has to use it after you. The figure skaters who were here before the game, they rented that space out, and so if a hockey team were to do that and they went into overtime, they'd be encroaching on the figure skaters' time, which they paid for and expect to be open for them, and so I think one team should win, but I think in the interest of keeping everybody, respecting everybody's money and time on the ice, because it is a commodity. Ice time is very precious. So I personally think ties in hockey make a bit more sense than in other sports. But, yeah, those are my 2 cents on it at least.
No, yeah, I think that was very valid.
What do you think?
I think that's a fantastic point, actually. I was being inconsiderate. I was just thinking about me. You know, I don't want to tie. I don't want to see a tie. I want a winner or a loser. But there's other circumstances, like I know Crypto Staples Center in Los Angeles. They had 3 teams that were playing there: the Kings, the Lakers, and the Clippers at one time, and they'd have games on the same day. So if you had a hockey game at noon and you had a Laker game at 6, you can't really go into overtime because they need to take the ice out. So that's a fantastic point. As much as I hate ties, because it leaves both parties feeling a little empty, at least if the winner and a loser, someone's going to be happy. At least someone's happy. Tie, nobody's happy. I'm going home pissed.
Yeah.
Maybe more pissed off than I would if I just lost.
Yeah.
But you make a very, very good point, especially hockey specific, that ice time is a commodity. You got to respect others' time on the ice.
Yeah.
Great point.
I'd also like to make another point about ties. I think it also adds a bit more volatility, I'll say, to playoffs. Because if you don't just have a winner or a loser and there's a tie, all of a sudden 2 teams have completely switched, where they are on the roster. And so, I think it makes it more engaging, at least as a player. Got a little bit of a chant going on over here.
All right.
Fans
that's
are getting
good
rowdy.
To see. That's
Good
what
to
I
see it.
love to see.
But yeah, going back to where I was, ties create a little bit more volatility in brackets. It's because instead of one team getting 2 points and immediately shooting up, both teams rise one tier, and so there's a bit more of a toss-up on what teams are playing what. So I also enjoy it for that aspect as well.
Oh, yeah. I think ties are just part of the game. You know, as much as everyone hates them, I think it's part of the game, you know? I mean, what are you going to do? Sometimes it's just such a it brings out more emotion, honestly, than a win or a loss, because now you really don't know. But, yeah, it is a pain. It is a pain.
Yeah, speaking of, things that bring out a lot of emotion, refs, some
God.
guy was telling us earlier, he was getting a little rowdy with the refs at some game and turns around and there's a peewee game behind him. And he's, cussing out this ref and, there's some 3-year-olds standing right next to him. But how do you guys, feel about the zebras out there? I know they can be annoying sometimes, getting in the way of the puck, the play. But I've always just been told, they're part of the play. You got to deal with them. How do you guys feel like just across all sports? Do you think there should be like any reforms or especially how they're treated too?
I think, obviously they do need to be out there. They need to keep the game in check. They need to keep the game flowing in a good way. But I think they need to get the training better. The calls have been getting a little rough in all sports, I have a feeling. Baseball, it's rough. Football, there's some questionable calls that can be made with pass interference. It needs to be tightened up. They're getting backlash for it, especially on like social media and all that stuff. I feel bad for them because they are people at the end of the day. Like, you got to treat people like people. Like, you got to be nice to them. And they're just doing their job. But having that, I think refs need to have stricter and better training to be able to make those right calls so it doesn't impact the game, because you can't have a ref deciding who wins what game, and that just makes the loss a lot worse for the team and the fans.
I totally agree on that. Honestly, refs is for me personally, a very controversial subject. I mean, I've had some horrible ref calls, very good ones, obviously when I get the good end of the stick. But, yeah, they do. They really rile up some anger, some happiness, And I agree. I think they should be treated like people. Everyone makes mistakes, especially in high school level. I think that's where we all have come from. They're not going to be the most trained in what they do. It's just it's high school level. You can't expect to be the best. But, man, they get treated quite poorly. And, I mean, maybe there should be more awareness on that. Maybe there should be more, like outlook on what's going on with the refs. But, man, they do have a lot of effect on that. So
I'm going to play both sides of that a little bit. I think all things considered, refs in all 4 of the major American sports do a pretty fantastic job, especially hockey refs. They're skating out there with these guys the whole time. I mean, that's not easy. Put me on ice skates, ask me to skate around an ice rink. I can't even do that. And these guys are jumping over pucks. They're evading players. I think they do a pretty darn good job. At the same time, when they make a mistake, I think you signed up to be a ref. You know the consequences. And sometimes you got to take a little guff. I think you got to take a little guff. A lot of the times they deserve it, I think. I think it's part of the job. You make a bad call. You catch a little heat for it. With that being said, overhated, maybe. I think they do a damn good job 90% of the time, and that 10% of the bad just gets magnified because that's just how we think as sports fans.
Yeah.
The bad is so much worse than the good.
Yeah.
I'll speak about it a bit from a player's perspective, at least from high school level. I think refs are a really important part of the game. I think that regulation is what makes hockey work. Because, you get into fights, who's going to break them up besides your other teammates, and that's just going to turn into a whole, bench fight. I also think, I agree with you, the refs are people, and I think they should be treated with respect. But, yeah, those bad calls are especially egregious, especially when there's multiple refs on the ice. And along with that, it's really frustrating sometimes when the refs get in the way, especially when they're along the boards and you try to get their puck out of the zone and they end up, hitting a ref in, the thigh or something, and it's dead on the ice. And you're like, well, great, I ended up just passing it to the other team because you were in the way. And it's tough to not think like that sometimes, but as a player, it does happen. So I respect refs. I think they're important to the sport. But like all of you have said, it's tough to be objective when emotions are high in sports.
Especially when you're on your own team. The ref just feels like they're on the other team.
And I also think the ref can make or break a game depending on how they call it and who they are. Because I've had some serious unpleasant refs, and man, did I never want to play in that rink again, specifically just because of that ref.
Yeah, that being said, though, I know in youth hockey, at least in my area, there's a serious problem with, ref shortages and ref training. There's videos online of, parents, trying to break down the locker room doors to get at the refs. And just it's not a job that attracts a lot of applicants, I feel like, just because of, the controversiality surrounding it sometimes. So I think, if they are treated better, then maybe, there'd be more applicants and we'd see higher quality.
You have a valid point on that, yeah.
You guys want to get into a little game prediction?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to
Last 15.
talk about some players real quick again.
Take it away.
We kind of touched on the starting lineups a little bit and how we thought Neubauer was going to be key to success for the Griz tonight. I want to touch on some people for the second, third, or for the other lines. Colton Plant, he's defensive man on the third line. If I'd have to compare him, I'd say PK Subban. He hard hitting. He's the enforcer of the team. He wants to get down, wants to see some blood, wants to hit some people in the glass. In the fourth line, I'd say Preston Graves. He's a scrappy little kid. He's right wing. I'd say his comparison would be like Sam Gerard for the Colorado Avalanche. Scrappy, he's small, not the biggest kid, but can make a move on the ice when the team needs it, and hopefully we'll make some tonight.
Yeah, for me personally, what I'm trying to see out of this game, lost the first game, that happens. It's first game. Been winning some, been losing some since then. I'm just trying to see, what this team is building as a culture, Are the captains, showing an example to the newer players of, blocking shots, putting their body on the line, really showing what it means to play Griz hockey for these younger players that are going to be the future of the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Really building the chemistry and the camaraderie of the team for the next years, really.
Yeah, I think physicality is also going to be a big ticket tonight. With that home ice advantage, you're able to get a little more physical than you might because you're not going to be hurting on that bus on the way home, and you have your own bed to crawl into at night, and so you're willing to block those shots that maybe you wouldn't beforehand, or take that hit for your teammate that maybe you wouldn't have if you knew you were going to be hurting 7 hours away.
Yeah.
So I think, so like we kind of opened up with, I think setting the tone and physicality is going to be a huge part in this game.
Oh yeah.
Go to the ice real quick. We got some players warming up.
Don't you guys love hockey sounds? You hear
Oh my
sticks on the
gosh.
ice?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Get
ever
up on the
been,
stanchions a little bit?
Ever been near the ice round, they get just crash into it, just start slamming on there. That's just that's how you get riled.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
Awesome.
sound of violence.
Awesome. Yeah.
The
Beautiful,
energy
beautiful
is
violence.
awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
I think it's great. I think big key to the game tonight, I said it earlier, staying out of the penalty box.
Yep.
Montana cannot give Utah power plays. That will be a game killer for them. I think little pucks on net maybe.
Oh,
Pucks
yeah.
on net.
Pucks deep, pucks on net.
Deep, pucks
Oh,
on
yeah.
net. Yep, circle the wagons.
Yep.
No, I think scoring and staying out of the penalty box are going to be the two keys to the game for me.
Yeah.
We're going to do score predictions? Are we doing that too?
Ooh.
Yeah.
can.
I'll throw
Key-
mine.
key of the
I'll throw
game
mine
is
out there. I'm gonna go 6-0 Montana.
Oh.
Man, you're going hard.
Confident. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a little bit more defensive here in my prediction. I think we're going to go a solid 3-1. That's my prediction. 3-1. I think it's going to be a pretty even game, but the Griz are going to come out on top.
Awesome. All right. I'll be honest. I'm gonna do a little just throw in the dark. I'm gonna do 2-5 Montana win. I just want to see how these boys play tonight, honestly. But that's my prediction.
Yeah, just to be devil's advocate, I'm going to say Utah, even though I'm a huge Griz fan.
Oh man.
How are you
3-2
doing that right now?
in overtime.
Get
crazy.
out of here.
In overtime,
Get out.
so you can still get a point.
That's
Oh.
crazy. We
Get
got a little
out.
music going on.
Yeah.
Can we even
Oh
hear
my
each other
goodness.
anymore?
Might have to speak up a little bit.
Yeah, oh,
Okay,
there we
but,
go.
screaming.
But,
Yeah.
got to play devil's advocate. Got to, represent a little bit. Can't be totally biased towards Montana, even though, we all go there.
I think.
Yeah.
You're a sleeper agent.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think
How
so.
did you
I think you're.
infiltrate
Yeah.
You.
Are we
I
gonna
think-
start interrogating you?
I think for me, I think starting tender Nash Wilson. I think he's gonna keep some pucks out of the net. I think the boys are gonna put some pucks in the nylon. I think it will be a great game.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna go Griz 3-0. Let's go Griz, baby! Let's go!
I love the enthusiasm.
I think Griz are going to take it home. First home game on ice. I think they're going to be supportive. I think the fans are going to bring the energy that we need. I think Griz are going to get this one out and hopefully send the fans happy.
I think the environment in the rink tonight is going to be phenomenal. I mean, since we've started, we've seen fans just rolling in and all sorts of Griz gear and
Oh yeah,
you know,
families.
swagged out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
oh
the way
yeah,
from like
whole
1 years
families.
old all the way up to like I've seen some babies and I've seen some 9-year-old unks. You know.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be loud, and I think it's gonna be awesome in there, and I can't wait to see it.
I'm so hyped. I cannot wait to see the energy that I honestly I cannot wait to see what everyone has to bring. You know, first home game, first game I've been to, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, definitely. You know, with all the fans here, might see a little showmanship out there. You know, trying to get the fans riled up, trying to get a compliment the next day.
Yeah.
You know,
And
after in the halls.
And I think the zoo crew will do a good job of that, getting the fans going.
Oh yeah.
We got a good student section here. Student section carry the fans, get the chants going, and provide the power to take down the Utes tonight.
Just real quick, I want to ask the rest of the panel, how likely do you think it is that we're going to see a fight tonight?
Ooh.
100%.
That's a good question.
100%.
10
I like Colton Plant in the fight tonight. I think he can throw some haymakers and get the job done.
Yeah.
I think the boys from Utah are going to be respectful tonight. I think they know what they're walking into. They don't want a piece of us.
They're from Utah.
They're from Utah. There's nothing wrong with Utah. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful state.
Mhm.
It's a beautiful state, but they don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 0 fights. I'm hoping for fights. I'd like to see gloves dropped. Maybe get the ice a little red, just a little bit in a healthy manner. I'm gonna say 0 fights. I don't think Utah wants it. I think even if they did want it, they're not gonna get it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say fights, but definitely extracurriculars. You know, not full gloves off. You know, throwing haymakers, but definitely like
Little
a sucker
cross
punch
checks.
or two in the face with the
Cross
glove
checks.
on. You know, nothing too out of the ordinary, but definitely some extracurriculars tonight.
Yeah. You know what I do want to see? I want to see some crazy drunk people in the stands. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Oh yeah, we're going to see those. Don't worry.
Yeah, I am excited.
Oktoberfest will provide for that.
October.
I think when it comes to fights, it depends on how the teams react to each other more than anything. You know, if there's like some clipping going on, or maybe like a sneaky little cross check, I think as long as the other team doesn't immediately go headhunting, it usually stays pretty calm. But it really depends on who gets cross checked and who ends up, slapping their stick across your knees or something.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
think it really depends on the temperament of the player and who it's done
Couldn't agree
to.
more, couldn't agree more.
But I'm hoping for a fight tonight. I mean, it's hockey. Come on, it's part of the sport.
I'm excited.
It's legal for a reason,
Yeah.
even if you get put in the timeout box.
Yeah, might have to pull the elbow pads down a little bit. You know, protect the wrists. I know slashing the wrist, big thing,
Oh yeah.
especially in chippy games like this. But we'll see. We'll see in like 10 or so minutes.
Oh yeah.
So, after this game, we're going to be back here tomorrow. I believe all but one of us is going to be back here tomorrow.
Yeah, I won't be here
for
tomorrow.
The game against Weber
miss you.
State. Same puck drop, 7:30. We'll be starting at, what do we start at, 6:30? Is that our start time?
Yeah.
6:30 on the ESPN MT app and the ESPN Missoula YouTube channel. So,
Oh yeah.
hopefully we'll be in a good mood tomorrow.
Or go to Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll be there too.
Yeah, definitely have a lot more to discuss.
I would also
yeah.
like to shout out ESPN Missoula 102.9 FM. We will also be starting that tomorrow. So if you don't have a TV but you have a radio, check in with us. We'll be there.
Oh yeah. Old school.
And thank you to the Kaimin from University of Montana newspaper.
Big shout out to our guy Tucker, too.
Yeah, I was
Tucker
about to
Sargent.
Oh, yeah, Tucker
None of this would
Sargent.
be possible without him.
Yeah.
He made this happen, and I'm pretty stoked about it so far.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been having fun.
Yeah.
I've been having a great time.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to leave off with any final thoughts before we get puck drop?
Thank you, Tommy, for all this setup right here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, first time, it's going to be a little rough, but it can only go up from here, right? Shout out Piz Nasty. And we'll see. We'll see what this game has to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you always have a little bit of some nerves going into the first one. I think that's always understandable. But, yeah, I think we've done a great job here, and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow, even better.
Couldn't
I
agree more.
totally
Couldn't agree more. Agree more.
This was lit.
Thank you guys for tuning in. It was a great time, and hopefully
Hope to see you guys tomorrow.
the Griz could take this one home, man.
Pull through, yeah.
Go Griz!
Go Griz.
Let's go.